Yes, it's tears and tantrums and, of course, dramas behind the scenes of Meghan's latest venture. Is there anything else, should I say? But what's interesting here is it does appear that the former royal known as the Duchess of Sussex, cable TV actress Meghan Markle, may have woken up to a realisation, even if, of course, her husband, the former royal, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, has literally got his head buried in legal papers. Something has actually struck a light bulb. As ever, let me explain. Morning, lovely to see you today on this wet and windy London day. And the bells have just started, you see. I only have to come out and there they are, yes. Been a terrible night over here for weather. And of course, now we're waking up to a brand new government over here in the United Kingdom. Fascinating, isn't it, when you think it's all about popularity contests and whether you're popular and whether you're not. And as I've said to you before, really, having worked in politics a long time, it is about really if you've got a strong personality. And more importantly, in this digital age, if you've got a televisual image. Now I'm forgetting myself, of course, we'll have a wave. I know it might be raining. I'm slacking here. Good morning, how are you? But it's true, isn't it? It's about whether, you know, when you think about it, for those that remember the big hitters of politics like Kennedy, you know, he was very good on television, and that was kind of a new age, I was told, wasn't it? You know, but when you watch him, he's very good at addressing the camera and making the camera feel that literally he's talking to you. Politicians could learn a lot from elders, as we've often said here on the show. You know what I'm talking about. Now let's get back, of course, to your royal story of the day. This is going to be very problematic, you know, because Meghan Markle literally, I think, has finally woken up to the fact that this is the last chance saloon, you know. For her, I think she thought the deals were going to be never ending. The Spotify stuff, the magazine spreads, you know, the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, all that sort of stuff. People move on very quickly in the world of celebrity. When you're a royal, you can have ups and downs, you know, as we've seen with His Majesty the King, positives, negatives, all that sort of stuff. But really, royalty stays. Celebrity is sort of very transient, and that's what Meghan and Harry are finding. Now, I've been told, literally behind the scenes, things are imploding on the Netflix series The Cooking Show, because, as I told you in another video, you know, it's far from over. Whatever these people want to print out, it's in the can. It's not in the can. But now what's truly happening for Meghan is this. She's realising that as executive producer, not only will she carry the can if this is a failure, and that is, you know, the end role of the executive producer, but there's no hiding place anymore, you know. You can't blame like Liz Garbus, as she did with the Netflix series, the six-parter and all that sort of stuff, hiding behind the lens of Liz. Do you remember that? I put our story in her hands, and really it's nothing to do with me. This time around, Netflix have very cannily made sure that her name is going to be prominent as one of the main executive producers. So what's creating the drama? What's creating the tears and tantrums? Well, you know, once you've got to make your own decisions as to what makes a successful thing, it's very difficult. She's never made television, whatever people think. She appeared in a, you know, glorified soap, for want of a better word. And now for her, if this fails, it will fall on her head. Harry, as I said at the beginning of this, is literally head deep in legal papers and all manner of other problems. So really, he's not been that much assistance. Plus the fact he's working on his own polo thing for Netflix as well. Meghan apparently is lashing out quite often, apparently not being able to make a final decision on what should be included, particularly on the friendship element of the programme. She knows she's going to be blasted about that because of being unable to keep friends. You know, literally she's like a sieve, they just go through, and then there's a few remaining people that she seems to cultivate, and eventually they get rinsed away as well. The people behind the show, outwardly, are saying, oh, it's great, it's positive. Well, inwardly, I've been told they already realise that this is, shall I say, something of less than a stellar series, but they're pushing ahead. But how much more can Meghan take before she now truly cracks? It's not a good place to be in, is it, when you're the head of a television company? Finding it hard, right, Meghan? New Sean in the very heart of London.